Hey, hello leaders, and welcome back to another episode of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. Hey, this is episode number 2. I don't even know what it is. It's up there. But I'm continuing this week with the best of, so I'm counting down to the top number 1 downloaded episode from my first year, from the first year we were doing this podcast. I hit the 1 year mark on February 15th, and this is episode 328 actually. I do it 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and I take Sundays off. So if you do the math, that comes out to I hit my 1 year mark on February 15th. And today we're covering the number 11th, the 11th top downloaded episode, and we're working all the way down to number 1. Number 1 will be next Saturday, a week from this Saturday. So keep tuned in. So again, this is a video version of me recording the actual 3 to 4 to 5 minute podcast, which is going to be a little bit longer this week, but I'm kind of recapping and adding some new value. So here we go. I'm going to hit the record button. Give me about 4 seconds for the mic to do a sound check, and then we will be off. Here we go. Hello leaders, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So for the next 2 weeks, we are counting down the top 12 downloaded episodes of our first year to give you a chance to hear a recap of the most popular topics from our last year. I'll give a quick review and update on each episode so you can be equipped to run to those challenges. Today, the countdown revisits episode number 254, which was originally titled Leading People You Can't Trust. Now, man, I'll tell you, this is a difficult challenge. And, how do you lead people you don't trust? Episode 254 talked about how important trust is for team development and overall productivity within your organization. It also mentioned how face-to-face conversations can go a long way in building trust if both sides are willing to be vulnerable and talk about the difficult things that need to be said. But let's get real if we can. When you don't trust somebody, the furthest thing from your mind is having a sit-down face-to-face conversation with them, right? I mean, there's a deep-rooted reason why you don't trust them, and you simply don't want to be in the room with them sometimes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that always goes through my mind. When I don't trust somebody, a lot of times it's like, man, I don't even want to be around them. Well, let's get even more real. The world is full of sinners, cheats, liars, thieves, and just downright bad people. And somewhere in the middle of all that mess, you'll find yourself, me included. See, the thing is, we're all sinners. We've all lied at least once in our lives, maybe on a daily basis, those little white lies. We've all probably cheated on something now and then, even if it's a little minor cheat. And we all may have stole something now and then, even if it was a very small, tiny mint from dinner or something. But the thing is, we're all bad people at times. But the thing is, and the point that I'm trying to make is we live in an imperfect world where nobody is perfect, not even ourselves. And when we get people together, we're all going to screw something up. We're all going to tick somebody off sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. So now it comes down to a choice. Run to the challenge of lack of trust and have a good old-fashioned talk and a good old-fashioned face-to-face conversation, or just avoid it. And it'll never be resolved. It'll just linger on and on and on, and that trust issue will never get any better. So the choice is yours. Now, you know where I'm going with this, right? As leaders, we need to face lack of trust head on. We need to approach our people who we don't trust and have a genuine conversation with them. We need to take the upper road and act civilly to try our best to resolve it. Now, I know this can be very, very challenging, but it needs to be done. If, after all, you've exhausted all you, if, after you've exhausted your attempts in a civil manner to build trust with the individual or individuals and it doesn't get any better, you should free them. You should simply free the untrusty team member to seek opportunities elsewhere. I mean, with another organization. Let him go. And if you can do, and at this point, you can do that with a clear mind, knowing that you gave it your best shot to try to build trust. Hey, the bottom line is you need to trust your team members. And it starts with you. Are you leading by example? Are you giving your people reasons to trust you? Leaders must lead the way. Well, that's it for today. Please be sure to join us tomorrow as we continue our countdown to the #1 most popular episode from our first year. And don't forget, if you enjoy this show, please do me a huge favor and hit the share button to tell your friends and coworkers all about it. You can always contact me at Paul Grau, that's PaulGrau, at currentleadershipcoaching.com, or by visiting my website, currentleadershipcoaching.com. Hey, have a great rest of your day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges. All right, it's a little bit longer than normal, but I think I can cut that down to about 3.5 minutes. So that's not too bad. Hey, bottom line is with trust, this is a very difficult issue. And if you've heard me talk about lack of trust before, sometimes it comes down to conflict. And I am the conflict guy, man. I love conflict. If you have conflict, give me a call and I'll help you through that conflict. Because a lot of people don't realize there's negative conflict and there's positive conflict. And I help you resolve that negative conflict and maybe even turn that negative conflict into positive conflict so you can be better as a team. See, some of the positive conflict is good. It allows us to grow. It allows our team to grow. It allows our team to work through challenges. And we come out on the other side ahead of the game. So the bottom line is you need to get to the bottom of this trust issue. If you don't trust somebody, and I don't care if it's a coworker, a friend, a family member, a spouse, if you don't trust them, it's just never, ever gonna get better. So you need to sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with them, and you need to be real. You need to accept your part of the responsibility in this trust issue. And that's where it gets difficult. And a lot of people don't want to face responsibility. A lot of people don't want to take responsibilities for the mistakes that they made. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. And if we're expecting other people to be perfect, well, that makes us imperfect because nobody's perfect. So that's it for today. I hope you gained something from this. And this was the 11th top downloaded podcast over the last year. And how to lead people you don't trust. And the bottom line is, it's very difficult to lead people you don't trust. But your team is always gonna suffer if there's a trust factor there or a lack of trust factor. So you need to work through it, or you need to free them people. Free them up to seek opportunities elsewhere. But trust is a big foundational landmark that you need to build. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. See ya.